Hi, I am Life Coach Latricia Booker with Kingdom Business, where we are empowered, where we heal, we get delivered, and we get free. We know who we are. We elevate our minds and our spirits and raise and expand our consciousness to ultimately walk in our true divine purpose. That is the truth of who God created us to be. And so in today's video, I want to talk to you about making peace and manifesting. Yes, we're going to talk about making peace and manifesting. So first, I also want to say thank you for watching my videos. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to those who donate to my channel. It is very much appreciated. And so I just want you to know that I do appreciate you. And thanks for stopping by to view my videos. And so going back to making peace and manifesting, I recently came across um, a recording done by Esther Abraham Hicks. And so she made a statement, he made a statement because Esther is someone who channels from um, a spiritual collective named Abraham. So just in case you're not familiar with that. So anyhow, she pointed out that when you make peace with where you are, you can get to where you want to go faster. And it made so much sense. I personally have been in this place prior to hearing that of being just at peace, just being at peace, making peace with who I am, where I am, what it is, even the things that I experience, whatever it is, all all things in my life, even things that are going on in the world, no matter how pleasant or unpleasant it may be, I've just really been in this place of being at peace, making peace with whatever it is, being at peace in spite of what it is, being at peace with whatever it is. And so when I heard this, it really resonated, but it spoke to me on such a deeper level because what I learned and realized in that moment is I was being led in that way and had come to that place not only to be at peace, yes, of course, because being at peace is very important, but because I was in this process of manifesting, you know, that was some direction and a key to helping me to manifest faster, making peace, that is. So in some ways, it confirmed that I was on the right track, but it also clarified and kind of indicated the importance of what I was doing and what it was doing for me where it concerned my manifestations. And I have to say that I've been seeing quite a bit of results. Quite a bit of results. There's still quite a bit of inner work going on because it's a lot of reflecting. There is a lot of seeing things. And when I say seeing things, particularly myself, yeah, things on the outside, things that are going on with other people where it relates to me, or maybe not, but more so myself. In all these things, I go back and reflect on myself. And so making peace with whatever it is, even where it concerns myself and what I may contribute to it, to what I'm experiencing, whether it be something I've attracted or, well, I think we always attract what we experience. Sometimes it's not a bad thing. It doesn't mean it's something not good going on in us. Sometimes it's an indication that something good is going on in us. Because what I've learned, light not only attracts light, but it attracts darkness too. Because people who are in darkness are attracted to the light. Now, that doesn't mean you're supposed to engage them unless God says so. But my point is to say that all things we do attract to ourselves, and sometimes it's not because we're doing something bad or something wrong or out of alignment. Yet, it is important to reflect on exactly what is happening and make peace with it, which is the real point that I'm making. Because sometimes we deal with people that trigger us, and we have to reflect on why that's happening. Sometimes we might have to look deeper into them, especially if we're in relationship with them, but more so still turn it back on ourselves and say, what am I to do with this? Or decide what you want to do with it. I do that. I've come to a place where I've decided I'm going to allow everything that I experience to grow me, to cause me to evolve, to cause me to come into my higher self. So everything I experience, especially those unpleasant things, all things, but specifically those not so nice things, I choose to use them to grow me, to evolve me, to help me level up, so to speak, to upgrade me, which means I have to do a lot of deep inner reflection. And so in all of this, you have to make peace with where you are. You have to make peace with whatever it is you may be experiencing. That also means you may have to make some changes and adjustments within yourself. But you have to see things, reflect on them, decide what it is you are wanting to do with them based on who you're choosing to be, who you're becoming, who you really are, but you just rising up more into the truth of who you really are. And so you just make peace with whatever it is. We have to make peace and accept whatever it is. We have to make peace and accept ourselves, who we are, where we are. We ultimately know who we are, but sometimes, again, we have a lot of inner work to do to be our higher selves. You know, it's been a journey. Some things have happened. We've gone through things that have affected us, that have traumatized us. We've been affected psychologically, mentally, emotionally, all those things. So now we have to recover. We have to heal those places. We have to rise and impute self-love, and we have to do that on a daily basis. And when I speak of self-love, I'm not talking about your ego, because your ego will mess everything up. So you have to be real careful with that. I have to just point that out, because some people unfortunately think self-love is stroking their ego, and it's not. It's actually the opposite. Anyhow, that's another subject, but I did just want to throw that in there, because self-love is loving the truth of who you are, who God created you to be. And again, sometimes that includes making peace with where you are, even if you're not totally loving yourself, or if you're learning to love yourself more and you're still coming into who you truly are in God. Because it's a process. And as long as you're on this earth, you're going to still be working towards that. You may improve, get better and better, go from higher heights and from glory to glory. That's the plan. That's what God said. So you have to make peace with that. You have to be okay with knowing that you are in the process, and that it is a process as long as you're in the process. Make peace with that. If you're not in the process and you realize that you're not doing anything that you need to do, if you want to be at peace and manifest, you may want to make peace with that. Acknowledging the truth that you're not where you want to be, and you might not be doing what it is you need to be doing to get you to where you want to be. I know it may sound contradicting, but the truth is you have to start somewhere, and you have to make peace with wherever you are if you want to get where you want to go. That's if you want to go somewhere. This is not for people who don't want to go anywhere. This is not for people who are not in the process, attempting to manifest, or not attempting. This is not for people who are not manifesting on purpose, deliberately, the promises of God, all that they desire, all of their visions and dreams, that their God-given visions and dreams. That's who I'm speaking to. And so making peace with these things helps you to get to where you're going faster. It helps you to manifest faster. Peace. Peace. You have to not only make peace with what it is, where you are, whatever you experience, whatever is happening, you also have to do something about it where that's appropriate. You want to make sure you're at peace. And how do you make sure that you are at peace within? By receiving the peace of God. Scripture says that He will keep you in perfect peace. He will keep you in perfect peace when your mind is stayed on Him. So if you're thinking of Him and the things of, if you're thinking of God and the things of God and things that, really matter to God, when you're looking at things, put it like this, when you're being positive, that even means dealing with negative things concerning yourself. But you're doing it for positive reasons. That's part of working on yourself, acknowledging things you don't care to be there or don't care to have or continue in. That may be a negative thing, but you're doing a positive thing with it. I'm saying that to say, even that is keeping your mind on God, because that's a God thing, improving yourself. But you got to make sure that you're looking at what you're looking at to improve yourself, not to beat up on yourself. If your stuff stink, acknowledge it, but don't hang out there. Do what's necessary to change it. Ultimately, make peace with whatever you see, whatever you come up with, and then ask for God's help or get the help you need. And I prefer God's help or paid help or things like, this. That's just me personally, because we have to be careful about being too dependent on people, thinking people are our answers when they shouldn't be, because that's another thing. Anyhow, you want to find out what this means for you. What if you're experiencing something or something is going on in your life, you want to find out, what does this mean for you? That helps you to make peace with it. When you have an understanding of what this means, why am I experiencing it? What does this mean for me? What is the message for me concerning this? If you're if you're in a relationship or you're married, and it's something going on with your mate that may be triggering you or attempting to, and I like to say attempting to, because personally I've gotten to a place I don't let things trigger me. I'm aware of the trigger that's there that used to would trigger me, but I decided and I choose not to respond the way I used to. Again, I choose to make peace and be at peace with whatever it is. But get to the bottom of, what am I supposed to be doing with this? What lesson is in this for me to learn? And once I know that, I work at it. And every time it comes up, I do what's necessary. And sometimes it's something different, which is more reason why you have to be at peace, so that you can really know what to do. And of course, be in tune with God. But if you're here, I'm assuming you are already there. But you have to be at peace with whatever comes up. You have to just be at peace with you. When you're at peace, regardless of what happened, you're in a flow. It's called the ebb and flow of life, which means you're going along with what God is doing, which means you're in alignment with what's manifesting for you. So we have to know that in this world, even though good things are coming to us and God is blessing us and so many wonderful things are on our horizon, so many things He's moving us into, it's gonna be some not so great stuff that show up. It has to. Duality. The yin and the yang. The alpha and the omega. I mean, light and darkness. Oil and water. It has to come up. It's just part of life. So we have to properly deal with and address these things. And the best way to do it is by making peace with it. Making peace with it. And again, making peace with it helps you to manifest faster. It helps you to get to where you want to go faster. So whatever you're manifesting faster because you have made peace with whatever it is. And so also, I wanted to hit on Even when these things come up, I think I already did, when these things come up, we just want to make sure that we improve whatever it is. Whether it be something in yourself you need to improve, whether it means something in an external you need to improve, which starts with dealing with something inside. Because if you change something on the outside and the same thing is going on with you on the inside that never got dealt with, you're going to keep experiencing those things on the outside that you don't care to experience. So you got to clean it up from the inside out. And so let's say you need to relocate from where you live, or maybe you need to change states, move to another state, move to another country. Maybe you need to change jobs. Maybe you need to close your business and start a totally different new one. Whatever it is that you need to change and or improve. Maybe in your present business, you just need to take on a new business model. Maybe you need to, what's the word? I can't even think of it, but to level up, so to speak. Maybe you need to expand or introduce a new service or improve something you're already doing. Maybe you need to bring in some help, some business consultants or some experts in that area or field to help you improve. But whatever it is you need to do, that's what you need to do. And make peace with the fact that that's what you need to do, that there's something going on that you need to change and improve. Make peace with that, do it. And again, making peace with that and putting the proper things in action will help you to manifest faster. It will help you to get to where you're going faster. Okay? So the last thing I want to hit on is contrast. How we experience things we don't like. And how that helps us to know what we do like. We experience things that we don't want, which helps us to know what we do want. And so the point is, make peace with things we don't want, because it's there to show you what you do want. If you don't like a lot of noise, if you don't like living in a place where it's a lot of noise, then that means you like to live somewhere it's not much noise. So experiencing that you don't like helped you to see what you do like and what you do prefer, which puts you in a position to take action and do what you need to do to manifest what you want. So you needed what you didn't like, what you don't want. You have to make peace with that, what you don't like, what you don't want. So now you can pursue what you do like and what you don't want. Even in relationships, whether it be a friendship, a marriage, or any other kind of work partnership, whatever it is. If you're experiencing something you don't like, you can first try communicating that, having a conversation to see if you can resolve that in the relationship. If not, it may not be the relationship for you. Maybe you should either just be done with the relationship altogether and not necessarily pursue another relationship unless you choose to, but knowing now what you want and making peace with that, being at peace with that so that you can manifest that faster and easier. Or maybe you don't want to pursue another relationship, but now you know what you want because you experienced what you don't want. And you can make peace with the fact you don't want that and make peace with what you do want and manifest it faster and easier. Why? Because now you know what you want and you've made peace with what you don't want and what you do want. So make peace and manifest. It works. And so I hope that helps. I'm going to leave you all right there with that. Look, I'm going to sit there right there for you. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. Please click on that red subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. Click up on that bell next to that subscribe channel so that you can get a notification every time I upload a new video. You can also connect with me on Facebook and Instagram at Patricia Booker and on Twitter at Kingdom Business 9. That is Kingdom Business with one S and the number 9. And so you all, that is my time. Again, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you guys so very much. But that is my time. She is out.